Courtnee and I have been invited to an eccentric billionaire's house where if we stay the night, we'll be paid $10,000 if we survive. This is the Wrong Turn podcast. Hey, Courtney.
I was going to say 10 grand ain't enough.
I was thinking, I was like, I would take 10 grand.
Well, I'd take 10 grand to stay in this house.
For one night of work.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. For one night of work.
For what? Because like now that's how I measure stuff. I was just like, how much time does it take me and how much will I get?
Okay. So one night to stay in a spooky house for 10 grand.
Yeah.
Sure.
Movie is 1960s. What are we talking about? Like 70 years old? How fucking old is this movie?
1959. The original House on Haunted Hill.
Is what we're going to be talking about. It's also Thanksgiving, which I was going to put in the intro, but I completely forgot.
It's okay.
I was going to say it's Thanksgiving Eve or it's Thanksgiving night, and we've been invited.
Thanksgiving week.
Yeah, Thanksgiving week. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
63 years. So my mom is 62. So this is like, yeah.
I guess I could have done it that way. Yeah, my mom is much older. So,
but also I'm just bad at math.
I'm bad at years. You were just like trying to figure that out. Oh.
All I know is I remember watching this black and white iconic. Fucking love it.
It's it was actually a pleasant surprise. I'm happy we chose this one. It's 5 strangers are getting invited to an eccentric billionaire's house to spend the night in a sinister haunted house, each offering $10,000, but only if they survive until the morning.
Ooh, spooky. And it stars the one and only Vincent Price, the horror icon.
Which I was like, oh shit, Vincent Price. Look, this is gonna be fun. And then it's directed by William Castle, and who's done a bunch of other horror movies. I mean, he's famous for doing a lot of these gimmicks that he would do in his theaters. You know about these gimmicks?
No.
So the gimmick for House on Haunted Hill was called Emergo. So like watch House on Haunted Hill in Emergo. And it was
very Twilight Zone.
Yeah. This whole thing's giving me Twilight Zone vibe.
So it is a Twilight Zone episode, but movie.
So like towards the end of the movie, there'd be a skeleton that'd fly from the roof, and it would kind of like, hover above the audience.
I love that.
Yeah, it sounds great. They actually, and like replays, or was it, newer theaters that are kind of like bringing this movie back. They're trying to bring that back too, the little gimmick. So that's fun. I think for the Tingler, William Castle also did the Tingler, which
that's familiar.
And it would like the seats would shake, like there'd be like a little buzzer under the seat.
I'm into that. That'd
be super fun.
Yeah.
I mean, now you gotta pay like $150 to go to Universal or something
exactly.
Like that. But and what was the other thing was I think House on 13 Ghosts.
Oh, fucking love that movie.
Which I don't know. William Castle. I don't know. 13 Ghosts is a remake. So William Castle.
I didn't know that either.
So he also did 13 Ghosts, and since we're going to do the remake of this one, I think we should also throw that one in.
We were doing 13 Ghosts no matter what.
I was going to say we were eventually. I only saw 13 Ghosts within like the last year, the remake.
Oh, really?
So I'm like, I think I appreciate it more now than I would have. If I would have saw it when I was younger, I would have hated this.
I know you already, because I remember one time you were like, wow, Courtney, you really like 2001 was like a year for you.
Oh, yeah. We're doing a little early. 1999 for the
13 Ghosts was in that realm in that area for me. So that was one I was like, yes. And I didn't know it was a remake. So perfect. We're going to have to watch that original.
I think the gimmick for that was 3D glasses because of the
just
glasses.
Like the movie.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, that plays.
Okay. Yeah.
I forgot which movie. He had another one where he would take out life insurance policies out on, like, he would give people life insurance policies in case they all passed away, like during if they were scared to death during the movie.
that's cool.
That was funny. Yeah. So we had like a little thing, a little shtick
Yeah.
for each little thing.
Mhm.
So, as always, we are going to be playing this movie in the background. We're going to have some yucks about it. We're going to talk about it. And just because we're making fun of it doesn't mean we dislike it or we hate or demean it in any way. Just like movies are hard to
by
make.
Any means,
we know movies are a labor of love and we like talking about them, but we're also just got to talk some shit.
Yeah. This is what we do here.
100%.
And such a huge love for this movie. So I enjoyed it. And but let's mention that we are watching the colored one.
Oh, yeah.
You put on the colored one, right?
Put on the colored one. I've never seen the colored one before.
Yeah, I actually watched the colored version of it the first time the other night, and I never have in my whole life. Many times I've seen this movie, so it was fun. So I was like really excited. I want to wear all of Annabelle's outfits
because I actually haven't seen it in color. So, but Annabelle is a bad bitch. Like,
oh, she a bad bitch. We'll get to it. But quickly, just before we get into it, I do a little funny bit. So when my sister was married, her last name was Price, and so all of her kids' names are the last name is Price. And when she had her last one, who was a boy, I slowly tried to convince her to name him Vincent, but it didn't go over.
Oh, I think you told me that before. Yeah.
Oh, rats.
That would have been. I mean, maybe I could change my last name to Price and see if Ming would go for it.
Maybe even a middle name, but she wouldn't go for it. And I get it.
I mean, if it was your kid, yeah, you would have been like 100%.
Yeah.
I'm Vincent Price, and you're invited to my party in the house on Haunted Hill, where so far the ghosts have murdered only 7 people. So won't you come and make it 8? You'll see human heads without bodies. Mysterious pools of blood dripping from the ceiling. The walls move slowly in against you. Don't try to escape, you can't. You ready, dear?
No.
Are you ready, dear?
Yes. Damn you.
The ghosts are waiting, so won't you join me in the house on Haunted Hill? Hurry, or you'll be late for your own funeral.
But as we're introduced to Pritchard, the character Pritchard, and he owns the house. Yes, he owns the house, and he's convinced that the house is haunted by all of the previous people that were killed there.
Well, Pritchard's got a fucked up past.
Pritchard's bonkers.
So Pritchard Watson Pritchard, played by Elijah Cook, who is a character actor. He's been in a bunch of stuff. You've seen him in, like, if you grew up in like the 90s or 80s, you saw him on like some episode of something. Mm-hmm. And then like they just glaze over the whole thing. Like, yeah, what was it? I forgot what his backstory is. Is that his brother killed or his sister-in-law killed 2 other people inside the house?
Yeah. Like his fucked up family owned the house, and now he's in charge of it. And he's like basically, and he doesn't sugarcoat anything for these people.
No. He's like a little bit of our harbinger of doom. He's just he's a real stick in the mud a little bit, but I'm like, I get it. You're fucked up.
Yeah. Like immediately he's just like, oh, you've been marked. Get ready. You're going to die. Like, you know how this, and I love the old school acting, the very dramatic. It's so
everything.
much fun.
Yeah, 100%.
So our cast of characters is all going to the house in Haunted Hill, and they're all arriving in funeral cars.
I didn't even know. I didn't even pick that up. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that made sense. So Frederick Lauren is the millionaire or billionaire? Millionaire.
Maybe
back
billionaire. I don't know. At this time,
is the one who's renting the house for the night from Pritchard's family, and then Frederick is the one who invited everybody over to the house for a little get together, but nobody knows each other.
Yeah, they're all strangers.
That was the only thing that kind of like got me a little bit. Like there wasn't like any bigger plot line, but I get it. It's movies.
No, and I try to do my best because I know we'll get to it with the remake of The House on Haunted Hill. But yeah, there's no connection other than they just were invited to this party. And then eventually it's like, all right, if you spend the night in my spooky haunted house, you get 10 grand. But the whole is that you have to survive.
Yeah.
Because the ghosts are trying to kill you. That's it.
So Vincent Price is playing Frederick Lauren. We have Carol Omar playing Annabelle. Richard Long is Lance Shorter, the pilot, which I liked how like Lance. Lance is the pilot. Lance is the man. He's the hero.
Lance is the hero. He's the hot guy.
Yeah,
you know, we're rooting. Like, yeah.
Carol and Craig as Nora. Elijah Cook, like I said, as Pritchard. Julie Mitchum as Ruth, which Ruth is just like, that's it. Like Ruth and has like nothing to do with this story at all. She's just kind of like a side character.
She's just there.
Just there. That was like my only thing. Like there's no through line.
Yeah, that's like the main characters in this movie are Pritchard, Nora, Lance, and then Annabelle and Lawrence.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't you say? The other guys are like, I mean, I guess that's pretty much everyone but the older lady.
Yeah.
She doesn't.
And one of the only other things is that on the IMDb page, there is a credit for the skeleton played by himself.
But it's so good.
Yeah, it was like somebody was having fun there.
Skeleton. Or I guess there's like the caretakers too in this, but so, I don't think they were actual. Well, they were actors.
I see one person, but I got like, all right, well, we'll get to that part.
This house is so silly.
So this is the Ennis house. Built by Frank Lloyd Wright, and it is south of Griffin Park.
Oh.
So this is, again, much like Elijah Cook was in a bunch of TV shows and movies, this house has been in a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
This house has a long list of credits. It was actually
repurchased
in 2019 by some weed philanthropists. Yeah. Or was it, I guess, weed entrepreneurs and philanthropists. So they've been restoring it ever since.
Can you visit it? Or is it not
I think you
allowed?
can drive by.
You can drive by it. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to drive by this house.
I think most notably, it's like it was in the Buffy TV show.
Yes.
And it was in,
absolutely.
I can't even remember. And it was also in the movie Blade Runner. But it's actually
the first one? The first Blade Runner?
The 1982 Blade Runner.
Yes,
yeah.
okay.
This is like, I think it's like around when Decker's going home or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually took inspiration from the outside to build the inside of Decker's apartment to make it look like this. So if you remember, like what his kitchen looks like, it looks like blocky and looks like very, designed, kind of like the outside of this.
Isn't this cool. Fun in color?
Yeah, it actually is. It really brings a whole other life to it.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about haunted houses?
I like them.
Yeah, like in general, like you believe in haunted houses?
Do I believe in haunted houses?
Yeah, Courtney, what do you got?
I love a haunted house. Am I great in a haunted house?
Like the difference between going to a haunted house for fun, that's different because we all want to go.
Okay, so this is where I stand. So I love going to a haunted house. I think that's fun. It's a good scare. I love, like, you're paying for it. Going to a house that's allegedly haunted.
Yeah.
Fucking love. Sign me up. I'll spend the night.
Shit. Okay. So there's that boat, the Queen Anne.
The Queen Anne or the Queen Mary?
Oh, the Queen Mary. Yeah, yeah, my bad. Yeah,
in Long Beach?
Yeah.
They
say it's a little haunted.
You gotta stay there.
There's some ghost tours you can do there. I'm like, that's not, I think it's totally doable.
Okay, so our cast of characters is all at the house now. They're all meeting each other for the first time. And they're all like, well, we don't know this eccentric millionaire that's invited us here. What could this possibly be about? And some spooky things happen right away. You know, doors shut by themselves, the chandeliers moving. But we're immediately, Lance, the pilot, takes charge. He's our hero. He's like, I got this.
Shut up, dollface. I got this.
Shut up, dollface.
Just a woman, you see? I'm like, what the fuck?
But
he never says anything like that. No, I'm making.
Well,
he's like one step below that.
Yeah, he's close.
Very, very close. The only thing that these characters have in common is that they all want money.
Exactly. And then Mr. Vincent Price has it. Love him. Here, Vincent Price is like, our guests are here. And now this is the birthday party for his wife, by the way.
Is that what it was? I thought it was just like a...
This is... they're all gathering, but it's for her birthday.
I thought it was just a birthday party, or that a party for her.
But she look at this outfit.
Oh shit!
Look at this purple outfit she's got on. I want it. I'll wear it to work.
Damn.
Like, way different in color, obviously.
Oh,
in black and white, wouldn't even think about it.
Yeah, because I mean, I get it. Everything's in grays and everything kind of blends together. But I mean, like, but even in the grays, you still get like the color only adds to it. Yeah.
Yes, of course.
The color only adds to it, but this makes her seem more than just like the bad bee that she was. Like, this is just like now she is the center of the room when she walked.
Oh yeah, 100%. And like, obviously these two, this is his fourth wife, I believe.
And they've all mysteriously died of heart attacks.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah.
And she wants money. That's what she wants too. And she doesn't like her husband.
Yeah. Oh, this relationship is toxic as fuck.
So toxic as fuck. She's just like, yeah, whatever. My birthday party. I don't know these fucking people. Like,
it is kind of a douchey thing to do.
Yeah, she's just like, I'm fucking fabulous. And she's even like, I don't want to go to this dumb party. Why don't you go downstairs and entertain your guests? Like,
that's fair.
And they're just giving each other like kill each other jokes this whole time, like Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Yeah, or like if it wasn't for like, what was it, Gomez and Morticia. But like, how would they do it? But they love each other.
Yeah, of course.
But these people obviously hate each other.
Hate each other.
Yeah, it would have been. I feel like it would have been cheaper for Vincent Price to just fucking divorce her.
I know, probably.
But after your third wife, get that prenup.
Yeah,
get that prenup after the first one. You never know what's gonna happen.
But yeah,
but on both sides, protect yourself on both sides.
Yeah, she's just like. Ugh. So over him. She's like, I'm not going to, again, she's not going to this party. And he goes, all of my wives, you're the least agreeable. And she goes, but I'm still alive.
That's actually pretty good.
It's good. And that's why I fucking love Annabelle. Love her. And I love, her name is different in the remake, but even the wife in the remake is my favorite character.
Famke. Yeah.
Famke?
Yeah, Famke.
Oh, whatever. But even the wife character is my favorite in the remake.
Yeah.
Like,
I do remember the story as I was.
It's shockingly pretty similar.
Yeah. I would say pretty close. The only thing that they add is like they add a lot more of the haunted house aspect,
a lot more gore in the remake.
Is kind of like what they added to the remake is actually what I do like about this one. How there is not that much of the haunted house aspect into this.
Exactly. You get, of course, I guess you could say cheap thrills. Halloween. It's very Halloween, I guess you could say.
It's just the people, like the people that are fucked up. Even though there's apparently is a haunted house.
Yes.
And there is a history.
Allegedly there's a ghost in this house, but that's kind of not what's going on.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with the fucking
No, it's exactly. It's the people.
I love it.
Where in the remake, it is about the ghost being like, we're here to fuck you up.
In the remake, it's not a house. It is a mental asylum. Sorry.
Yeah. It's a hospital.
Yeah, it's a hospital. So we cut back to the guests in the living room, and then Pritchard opens up this.
I'm a fucking Pritchard.
Yeah, but he fucking opens up a fucking secret. What was it? A secret compartment in the couch?
Yeah, he has these things on hand ready to go.
A secret compartment, and there's a giant fucking butcher knife. It's like, yeah, this is what they used to kill them with. Yeah, I'm like, why is that still there? That is a murder weapon.
He goes, this is what they used to kill the other guy. And he's showing everyone, and I'm like, Pritchard, it was you. It was Pritchard.
Oh, shit. I wouldn't even think about that. Yeah,
I don't
what if
know.
it is
Pritchard's so suspicious.
Shit, what if it is Pritchard? See, I like this because there's a whole other story here that they could do another movie about that backstory.
Yeah, Pritchard alone.
100%. The Pritchard family.
What the fuck was he up to?
That would have been really, really good if it was Pritchard the entire. Oh yeah, it was my sister-in-law who did it.
That's so crazy.
She chopped them up and the heads are missing.
Yeah, like Pritchard, why do you know all these really gory details about everyone that died here?
Yeah. Yeah, and he's still carrying the knife. That is evidence.
I like you said, it's like a little compartment. Like, I just pulled a knife out of your couch. Like, hey, Edgar.
Yeah. In the armrest of the couch.
Yes.
Which I'm like, smart.
He's like, so just in case any of you act up, I'm ready.
Fucking A. Well, I also like his Pritchard's like, I'm not going to, like, these guns aren't going to do it. Later, we're going to get to it. He's like, these guns do nothing for us. Like, it's not going to protect us from the dead.
Yeah, the dead. It's not. But yeah. Also, is Pritchard a drunk in this one?
He
He
ends
starts
up being-
drinking.
yeah.
Okay.
By the end of it, he gets fucking sloshed.
Yeah. Okay. Because it's I don't want to like reference a remake too much, but it's Chris Kattan in the remake. It's Pritchard. funny dude to have that part.
It's interesting because like they picked all the people. Like it's a pretty decent cast for the remake. You know all those people, but I think it was before they became household names.
Yeah.
Except for maybe Chris Kattan.
Chris Kattan, like comedy, and then for him to be in that was interesting role to take.
Well, I mean, they also had the Doctor, was it Jeffrey Combs from the Reanimator movies, and he's like sort of like a horror comedy.
Yeah, he is too. Okay.
So Pritchard's giving a little bit of backstory, and I don't even know why he would agree to come. If he's so traumatized by this fucking house, why would you?
Why is he even there? Because he's included. I guess he's included in the 10 grand.
And it is a full house. We do have Mishi playing backup and Ming
Mishi
playing
here,
drums.
Ming is here. Oh, Mishi's jumping to go to get Ming. So yes, the whole crew's here.
Whole crew, full house tonight.
What?
All right, so this is back what I kind of mentioned earlier, where like this really fun blood stain on the ceiling, and this is like the one kind of scene that we have. What is our woman in the? Oh, she's wearing green. What is her name?
Ruthie.
Ruthie.
Ruthie?
This is like the one really where she comes in and then Pritchard jumps in and goes, "You've been marked. You've been marked by the ghosts."
Ruth. Sorry, yeah, Mrs. Bridgers. Which, like I said, I'm going back to this Pritchard theory. He's the killer. That's just those.
This
are
is our theory. It's fucking Pritchard.
they're just rusty pipes that are leaking. This house is old.
It's a rusty pipe. It's got there's a stain on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Like
Pritchard knows never to break character.
he does not.
Like much like serial killers that haven't admitted.
See, here he goes. Pritchard goes, "There's been a murder pretty much every place in this house."
There's only been
Has there?
7 murders.
Pritchard, why has there been a murder in every single room in this house?
So Pritchard takes everybody down to the cellar.
hey, everybody, do you want to come see some acid in the cellar?
Yeah, what the fuck? So he talks about, I guess, the person that owned the house before his family did, Mr. Norton.
Yeah.
Who made wine, and apparently Mr. Norton's wife didn't like the wine.
So he pushed her in acid.
Yeah. Like this here's a secret compartment where I keep my acid.
But also, is that still full of acid?
Is it still
Let me
full?
check.
Yeah.
Because literally, one of the characters, is it still full of acid? He's like, and Pritchard's like, well, I don't know. Of course he fucking knows. He knows it still is. It's still absolutely full of acid.
Why is that guy so sensitive? Did he push his wife?
Because he just didn't like the wine. She didn't like the wine.
It is very sensitive.
Hated it. Nora almost falls in the acid. Lance is there to get her, though.
100%.
Lance and Nora are just, they're something else. So yeah, this is the part where Pritchard tests if it's acid.
Oh,
The rat, I'm guessing.
Ming and me just saw that Rick and Morty episode about the vat of acid. It's also the one where he gets where Morty gets the remote control and he's able to play back scenes.
Yes.
And then
okay.
he falls in love and stuff like that. That one, it starts off with that. It starts and ends with the vat of acid, much like this fucking movie.
Also, it would also disintegrate your bones. But you know what? I'm not here to.
I'm not sure.
Wouldn't it get your bones?
Only living matter? I mean, your bones. I don't know.
Would it just
Eventually,
leave bones?
I guess eventually it would.
I could be completely wrong. You know what? I
don't
probably
know.
am. It's okay.
Acidologists, you email us. And
I just figured if it's like acid, I guess, you know what?
I think it breaks the bone within time.
Within time.
Yeah,
Maybe not
after a
right away,
while.
but definitely your skin because it's an organ.
I like how this just like everybody leaves the room after they check the acid, which is a weird sentence. And then Lance just locks the door. He's like, "Hey, Dollface, what are you doing here?"
Literally, no, that was it. Because like she tries to leave and he just goes, whew. He's like, "Hey, let's stay in the room full of acid and chat." And then Lance just kind of brings up like the whole, "Hey, what are you doing at this party? How do
I'm
you?"
fucking here for the money, Lance,
We're all
like
here for
everybody
the fucking
else.
10 grand, okay?
10 grand. Would you stay for one night in a haunted house? This is 10 grand.
One night.
One night, 8 hours, maybe 12.
With who?
So
With
technically
you
the-
guys?
7 strangers.
Strangers.
Well, 5 strangers and 7 ghosts.
So technically the rules of this house are it starts at midnight. Remember? He goes by midnight.
That's
Yeah.
not enough money, you guys.
10 G's?
Okay, how much was 10 G's?
In 1959.
Okay, let me.
It is 10. No, it's 10 G's in 1959.
That's what I mean. So what is that the equivalent to today?
Okay.
Because So in the remake, this is the last time I mentioned the remake because we're already doing that. But in the remake, it's $1 million.
Yeah, which I was like,
yes.
Would you also do it for $1 million?
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's just say $1 million. You do it $1 million?
I mean,
but what is the equivalent? Let's do
I'm
that
just
math,
saying,
please.
10 G's for one night of work is not bad.
But like I said, so it starts at midnight. That is the rule that Vincent Price, or Lawrence is his character's name, says. So at midnight, he's like, I need a yes or no if you're staying. He goes, if you don't want to stay, you're welcome to leave, but you go with no money.
what year are we in?
1959.
Yes.
She's on the case.
Ming's doing the math.
So Lance and Nora just
Okay. So many numbers.
Oh, it's $105 million.
Shit, the equivalent?
So if you had 10 grand,
And
if you had 10 grand in 1959, you had $105 million. Wait,
let's just apologize once if this Google is wrong, but
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, but I know we're trying to figure out this math, but I love the spooky lady coming up. Okay, so back to this. Lance got locked in one of the rooms in the acid cellar. And so Nora got spooked by a very creepy old woman, which I love that effect. It's so
creepy
simple.
old woman is very effective.
It comes out ever so slightly, and you see like the shadow, and you see the spooky eyes, and she's clearly this old, withered, gray-haired skeleton.
Her second
woman.
appearance is like,
Even
I was
better.
like, oh
Even
shit.
better. And then now Lance is gone, or it was a ghost. She goes, I saw a ghost. Oh no. And everyone, please come help me. Come check.
Actually, for Lance being the hero and the pilot or whatever, he's actually not very good at it.
No, he's not. He doesn't really do anything. He's just a pretty face.
Yeah. I wonder if that was done on purpose because he's the hero, but he just keeps getting locked into places.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, actually, that makes it like
so they all run downstairs because they're like, oh no, what happened to Lance? And they do find him. He's just laying there. It wasn't, Nora didn't try very hard.
So it just, makes me wonder, like, the house, I think, is haunted.
Oh, I believe it's haunted.
Like, in the world of the movie, like, the door's locking, Lance going through this here.
It's super haunted.
Where he gets locked into the room. The old lady, I don't think they mentioned the old lady, like, ever again, like, Annabelle and her conspirators. They're like,
no, what's the there's like caretakers once we get to it.
Is that what it is? It's
yeah, because you do meet the caretakers because they're the guys that leave at midnight and lock the house.
Is it the old lady?
Yeah, you see him.
Oh, is it? Oh,
it's okay.
I must have blinked.
You're like, I blink. It happened so quick.
Yeah.
Because they try to tell you that it was like the old guy, because it's a married couple, an old married couple, and it's this spooky lady and a spooky dude, obviously. And they try to be like, oh, it was the guy that like knocked me in the head, and they're the ones that were doing all this spooky shit. But then they get the fuck out of there and lock the house and lock them all in it before anyone can say yes or no to the to the rules. So it doesn't matter. They get locked in. They're all participating in this overnight. The sleepover party. Our Thanksgiving sleepover party.
Well, she's already passed out.
Yeah, I mean, she's cuddling with me.
I do like this. No, I don't like this. This is what it is. Where they start just messing like, yeah, Nora's just a little bit hysterical.
Yeah, well, because the doctor goes, yeah, Nora's hysterical. She's,
Just
ladies.
Yeah.
Those women and their women issues.
She didn't see a ghost. She's just a woman.
She didn't see anything.
Scared easily.
She's cuckoo.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is this is where Pritchard's like just getting like fucked up.
Oh,
he's
yeah,
just drinking.
Open bar. That's the reason I'm here.
Yeah, bitches.
Because I'm also putting it together that if Pritchard's family owned this house, he's also a millionaire.
Yeah,
and he's just like
I would assume
he's not working. He's just like he's got nothing to do. He's like open bar. That's where I'm going to be at.
Like, yeah, he inherited this house. Yeah. Like he's fine.
And I'm assuming Pritchard's probably getting paid more than just $10,000 for staying the night to rent the house.
Probably. I would like a backstory where Pritchard and like Lawrence were like in on something, but that's not it. Don't they look fabulous in
Everybody
color?
looks so good.
Wait till you see Annabelle, Ming. Oh, I want to be her. You missed the purple outfit, but that's okay. She's got great ones. She's got other great ones.
So Nora and Lance, like the first thing they do is just like, let's go back to the place where you were locked into and knocked unconscious and the place where I saw the ghost. They run right back to where that's ridiculous. Like, well, I'm not going back fucking down there if I thought I saw a ghost or if I got knocked out unconscious.
No, because Nora's hysterical. Why would the doctor let her go back down there?
Why would he let her do anything?
Bad doctor.
Yeah. So Lance is suspicious. This room ain't right. My ocular pat down. These measurements don't look correct.
Yeah, there's like this sounds hollow.
And actually, he also doesn't figure that out either.
He doesn't do anything. He just like tapped on the wall. He's like, Anyway, moving on. Next door.
I would love it if this is played up even more to like 1,000 words.
And then he's like, we go into this other. So many empty rooms.
He's a useless hero character.
He
This
doesn't
is
do a
fucking
damn
perfect.
thing.
I do work in a lot of black and white. And when I was watching this in black and white, some of these scenes are so nice. Like there's one coming up right now where she's just against the wall and lit from the side. And it's just like so fucking dramatic. I
and
love
the
it.
shadow. And like, again, the
Here we
drama.
go. Boom.
Yes, there she is, the spooky lady.
That actually got me.
Yeah, it's good. And just the floating as she just whoosh right out of that room. Very ghost-like, very effective. But Nora,
I think it should have been the other way around. Like the bitch should have ran out the fucking room and the ghost just sitting there. Like,
That's usually how it goes. Yeah, actually.
I would have like punched her and ran.
yeah, I know. And
Instead
then
of like screaming in a corner. But it's a different time.
it's a different time. It's 1959, and I love the classic, oh my God, hand over her mouth, screaming in terror.
I would let her on fire.
So Nora goes onto the other side of the room or the other side of the wall where Lance is knocking, and then she just turns her head, and then there is this creepy old woman again, and her face is just grimacing with her hands up in the air, a little spook factor, and then she just floats away. And Nora, yeah, Ming's right. She just stands there, and the ghost floats away.
Floats right out of the door, and off she goes.
And I like how just Nora composes herself very quickly. She's like, "Fuck this, I'm out of here."
She's like, I'm going to my room. Oh, wait, you get to see the prep outfit. Yes. So Nora and Annabelle now are meeting. This is Annabelle. I'm telling this to Ming just because I love this outfit, and she is a bad bee.
It's almost like suede purple.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. And it's like a little wrap, like a wraparound, not quite a robe, but like she got pants. Thing.
Like it's just one big square piece.
I just love it.
The
I'd rock the
gold,
shit out of that.
Cuffs inside.
It's like satin
She got her
or something.
heels on, gold heels. Oh, just love every second of it.
She's a bad bitch. That's what she is.
Mhm. She's like, I'm rich too. I got a rich husband, and I'm trying to kill him. Oops. But her and Nora are just kind of discussing, like, oh, why did he pick you? You know, why did you come here for the 10 grand? Da, 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 da. And this is, no, I was gonna say, this is where Annabelle kind of, doesn't she tell Nora to leave? Annabelle,
No, he doesn't tell her to leave. No.
With Lance.
Mr. Schroeder, excuse me.
It's okay. We all know you like him. It's pretty obvious. You two coupled up immediately.
Oh, that's what she tells her. She tells her that don't go anywhere in the house by yourself.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Because Annabelle's straight up like,
because you're in danger. Dun, dun, dun.
giving her she's dropping. Oh, I can't believe I missed this. She's dropping that little tea and to look out for my husband. He's bad news. Like, don't go anywhere in this house by yourself. You can't trust Mr. Price, aka Lawrence, Mr. Lawrence, whatever his name is. I'm going to call him Vincent Price this whole time. And then, now Annabelle meets Lance. She's like, oh, you've hurt yourself. But he can't remember which room. Actually, well, I guess they didn't pick out their rooms.
They haven't been really shown their rooms yet. Which that's just the room is that the room she just walked out of?
No, she walked down the hall slightly. But yeah, so Annabelle is planting the seeds.
Yeah,
to these two.
She's kind of just fishing for information and then planting seeds, like you're saying.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot going on other than her kind of casing everyone.
And then there you go. And then here's Lance just kind of just fucking belittling Nora. Like, I didn't see any fucking ghosts. She saw some fucking ghosts.
Again, immediately like just fuck that lady. Fuck Nora. She's hysterical. But also, I'd love to sleep with her if I could. Like, you know.
And then here you got Miss Lauren Annabelle just kind of just like, if I need your help, would you help me, please?
Again, really setting Lance up for this hero when he does just not deliver.
But also doesn't really go anywhere either.
No.
Because unless there was like a backup plan where, you know, he's supposed to kill Vincent Price.
Which it isn't. It was never Lance. Well, maybe it should have been. Oh, well. Once again, we always write our own movies when we do this.
I was going to say, yeah, we're rewriting as we go online. And like that could have played up too. There's a lot of things you could have done with this. Well, like that, and it's public domain, so we technically could. We don't need the
we don't need their permission. We really could. But yeah, some one of our classic bits being like, we could have written this better.
Well, I mean, it is a movie that is 63 years old. And you know what? The remake, sorry, not to bring up the remake again, 23 years old.
That was 99. Yeah, 1999.
Yeah, when I heard that, I was like, oh shit, that's a lot.
And then there was
24.
another remake of Scary Movie. You remember the caretaker? He had a little hand.
Oh, Scary Movie 2. Yep.
Yeah.
Scary Movie 2. Those are great. The first two, Scary Movie and Scary Movie 2.
Oh, we've talked about it on there. Yeah, we've definitely brought it up.
Oh, here, this is my good hand. No!
Didn't he mush the mashed potato?
Yeah, they stir. Yeah, or the pie.
Oh, God.
Be like, no one. Oh, God,
Like
that's for another time. Another time.
Also, these rooms are fucking huge. Except for like Annabelle's room where you see the bedroom already in there. Everybody else's room has like a living room set up and a bedroom.
That's how these houses were.
I mean, I guess for looking from the outside, we're like, all right, I guess that makes sense.
He looks like a douche.
That's Vincent Price.
I guess he is playing a little bit of a douche.
He is playing a douche.
He looks like Walt Disney right now.
He's not Walt Disney. Does look like Walt Disney.
I think that was just the look for
It was just a look for really rich white
They
men.
all look the same.
Yeah.
Douchey.
A little pencil mustache.
Pencil. But they are. They're both awful people. This is a very toxic marriage. And if, again, this is public domain. It's a 63-year-old movie. Annabelle's trying to kill her husband.
Oh, shit. I didn't even see that. He grabbed her by the hair.
Yeah.
Vincent Price grabbed her by the hair and they're basically egging each other on. We're like, who's going to kill who first?
Mr. and Mrs. Smith in it. 1959 version. Who's going to kill who first?
I didn't see when he grabbed her hair. That's a little rough. That's a little.
Yeah. Of course, he's not a nice person.
In real life or in the movie?
In the movie. Oh, Vincent Price, I don't know a thing about him.
No.
Other than he's a great horror guy. I
don't
know anything
he
personally.
Was the dad in Edward Scissorhands.
Yep.
Oh.
I believe that was his last movie before he died.
Mm-hmm.
He was so old.
That's what I mean. I think that was his last. But Tim Burton loves this man. That, like, Tim Burton will swear by Vincent Price.
Well, like, he's spooky looking.
Yeah.
He's definitely played up to that factor, yeah.
He's so iconic.
How fucking tall is he, man? He's fucking short.
Yeah, he's
a tall dude.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, compared to Nora, and Nora's wearing heels.
I would, 6'3"?
Yeah.
Ish?
6'3", 6'4"? Nora found head in her suitcase. Oh, more classic screaming.
Nora screams bloody murder like every 5 minutes.
Because she's hysterical. Also, did you realize that that's supposed to be a woman's head?
Is it?
Yeah, they do say it later, and I completely forgot about that. And I was like, oh,
no good's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's really weird how Nora just like goes from.
Nora found a severed head in her suitcase.
She screams bloody murder, composes herself very quickly. She finds a hidden hallway.
And just is like, la-ti-da-ti-da.
I wonder what's
room.
down here.
Like, she would, maybe she is hysterical, because she just goes real quick to be like, I'm okay, actually.
I wonder if this hallway is not really hidden. These are like the caretaker's quarters or something like that.
Sort of. And now, this is such a cool scene, though, the hand grabbing her across the face. So this is the male caretaker.
Yeah.
Can't talk. Caretaker.
TikTok caretaker. And he was warning her to like, please leave before you.
So he was the one that warns her, Nora, because there's some bad business happening.
Mm-hmm. And I like how, so Nora
hysterical Nora once again
enters
the room.
When she came in the door, she's like, oh my God.
She bursts into the room and then everybody got to,
here they are.
See, I totally missed this one.
And this is where Vincent Price is like, these are just the caretakers, and they happen to be spooky as fuck. Like, also, Pritchard doesn't like get up and be like, oh yeah, they work here. Pritchard, Where's Pritchard? Just getting drunk.
Yeah, Pritchard's fucking sloshed. Yeah, see, I missed this part. I don't know what the fuck happened. And she's blind, but how does she float away?
So here comes Annabelle in another fabulous fucking outfit. I'd wear that too.
Mm-hmm. I'll wear that too.
Wear the shit out of that. And he's like, this is my wife. This is her birthday party. So stupid. And now Nora just clings on to Lance.
100%. Get me out of here,
Get
Lance,
me out of
please.
here. I feel like they were trying to set her up to be a little bit more of a badass, and then it didn't work.
I mean, it comes into play right now when she starts rubbing it in everybody's face right now, where she's like, you want to see a dead body? I'll show you a dead body.
Come on, everybody. Come upstairs with me. I found a dead woman's head in my suitcase.
Follow me, everybody.
And that's how they talk, too, and I love it. And I think that's why I often do that.
Dramatic.
I get really dramatic to be like, why don't you come over here? Like, it's so ridiculous.
So there's 5 minutes till
Midnight before they have to make their decision whether or not they're going to leave or not. But then they notice the caretakers get the fuck out of there and lock them in.
Oh, that's what it was.
That's
the
what
wind
happened.
blowing?
The wind blowing was them moving very quickly.
Yeah. I thought it was the door shut.
So they're locked in the house now. And we're finally going to get to one of my favorite farts. Farts. My favorite farts. Oh, let's quote that one. The little coffins filled with loaded guns.
Which is it's a fucking weird ass party.
I think this is the coolest party in the world now. Wait, I get a little coffin that has a loaded gun in it?
No, they don't get to keep the coffin. The coffins are ours. You just get the gun. It's just
I would like the coffin to carry it around like a little bag. So they literally have to stay in the house for 8 hours because it's from midnight to 8 o'clock, and you get 10 grand or 105 million if that math is in any way correct.
In today's money.
If we were doing, yep, here come the little coffins.
I still don't understand what the point of this would have been if this was just his normal weird fucking party. What would the point of the guns would have been?
I hope would have turned into a really intense game of hide and seek.
And then we got Pritchard.
If I find you.
Fuck.
Gotta get you. You better just hope I have a horrible aim, which I probably do. I've never shot a gun in my life.
Giving her a gun. Look at her.
We'll see what you find out. That's the point of the movie.
Mm-hmm. The whole point of the movie is that Nora, the hysterical woman, gets a gun.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that she's been getting fucked with the most right now?
Oh,
that's the point.
That's the point of the movie. Yeah, no, the point of the movie is fuck with Nora.
Yeah,
it should have been called "Fuck with Nora."
It should have been the title of the movie. Our version.
Are they friends?
No, they're not. They're all strangers.
They're all strangers.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And Pritchard is getting
Pritchard's
smashed.
getting blackout drunk, and he's again, like we mentioned earlier, he was like, "We're not gonna need these guns. You can't kill the dead."
Yeah.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. So again, the house is haunted. It's haunted. There's spooky shit.
Actually,
the caretaker, homegirl.
they look haunted.
Going with the wind, fabulous.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Spooky little ass flown out of here.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I love that they didn't even try to be like, oh no, she's a sweet lady. Like, she's fucked up.
She's blind. So
she's blind. And her hands are permanently like this.
How are you a caretaker if you're blind?
I'm a caretaker.
It's the worst caretaker. Just making things dirty. She's not even noticing because she can't see.
She's making it more dusty. That's what she's doing.
So Nora just pulled the whole line on Pritchard's like, Pritchard, you said your sister-in-law killed 2 people. You want to see one of those heads? You want to see? Everybody follow me now, please.
Everyone follow me now. I got a head. You want to see a head? Come on.
Him and his hot topic little box.
Hot topic coffins. Just go. Look at my suitcase. Now everyone go look. That's Nora.
Guess what's not in there?
No head. Oh, wah, wah, wah.
I could have sworn
it was in there. Lance, get me out of here.
You believe me, right?
And then here comes Doctor. You seem really upset. Would you like a sedative?
And Nora's starting to lose her shit because just like, everybody's fucking with me. Everybody's fucking patronizing me. Get the fuck out of my room.
You should not be alone, girl.
No, probably not.
Yeah.
The doctor, is she going to be okay? I really wish she would have taken that sedative.
And then Pritchard, our harbinger of doom, be like, the ghosts are closing in on her.
Yeah. Yeah, sure, Pritchard. But what if he's right? He's too drunk. I like that.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
fucking drunk. Just let him go wander down the hall. Again, here's Ruth. And again, Ruth, they're just like, hey, will you stay up here? And she goes, yeah, I guess so. I'm going to go into my room. And that's Ruth's character.
That's it. That's all
it.
she's there.
That's it.
You know, emotional support, but doesn't really do her job.
No.
Yeah.
They're like, why don't you stay with her? But then she just goes into her room. I thought she meant like, why don't you go keep her company?
He literally says, go in there and talk to her. She's just like, you want me to talk to her? No. I'll be in my room.
I'll be in my room.
If you need something.
I'm collecting my 10 G's. Thank you very much.
Look at that big old cobweb behind them, though.
Yeah.
That's from that lady.
Yeah, because she did all the cleaning. She had a cobweb full duster and was just putting cobwebs
from the hook.
The hands are she has arthritis.
Speaking
so
of,
she can't.
Cobwebs, real life horror. Our front yard covered in fucking spiders, giant motherfucking
Now you guys
spiders.
got spiders? Last time I was here, it's bees.
Oh yeah, the bees are still there, but there's bees in the morning, spiders at night.
Oh wow!
Like as we walk out, you kind of have to be like.
But we do love or relive.
Lance is going to check on Nora.
Bro, what the fuck is that? Is that a lamp in 1959?
That's what lamps look like.
That's what lamps look like.
Vases.
That looks like it's gonna catch fire.
Probably. Mm-hmm. Nora's gone. Oh no! See, there's lots of great doors opening by themselves.
Yeah, see, that's got to be the ghosts.
Yeah, that's all they can do.
And this is pretty fucking creepy right here. Lance goes into Nora's room and he finds a fucking head just hanging from the closet.
It is the head from the suitcase.
And you just carrying it around
he
like
just
you do
grabs
normally.
it and goes right back into where they're all hanging out having dinner. No, they're not eating, but he's like, "This is the head." Pritchard's got his knife that he found in the couch
just
still.
hanging out in the living room.
And he claims that the ghosts have now taken Nora.
I guess he thinks that's Nora's head?
No, he just is like, this is the ghost's doing, and now they've taken Nora, so she's going to be murdered next. Because as Pritchard knows, everyone gets murdered in the house. He knows every person that's been murdered in every room because he's doing the murdering.
There was a scream. It is nice and blue. Oh, that's nice.
She's got a beautiful blue nightgown. Who could it be? So there's a woman who've hung herself. That was the scream.
Lance goes and runs to find it, and then he runs into Dr. Trent.
Yes.
And turns out it is Annabelle who hung herself from... You don't really see like the chandelier in the stairway.
But it is in the stairway. I so badly want to make fun of them because it's very clear that they weren't him like holding their rope
I was
loosely.
Going to mention that.
Yeah, but I was like, that's so silly to kind of make fun of him for that.
When you see her hanging there, and then you see like how much slack that rope has.
Yeah,
like,
it's like he's just barely holding onto it.
Yeah.
You're like that. You're not holding the dead weight of a body.
You've never held a dead body before, bro.
Look, Lance, you've never held a dead body.
She looks great.
Doesn't she look fab? Once again, Annabelle killing it in her outfits, even in death.
It was a little bit of a reveal that you think it's Nora who hung herself.
You think it's Nora, but it's Annabelle.
Turns out to be Annabelle.
And her gorgeous blue nightgown.
And
I want to steal her wardrobe.
And like I said, it is nice and blue since we're watching the colored version.
Nice baby blue.
Absolutely not.
Lance sees a little disturbance on the hallway, and he finds that secret hallway that Nora found earlier where she was sort of, what was it? Not kidnapped, but like...
No, that was when the male caretaker like grabbed her. So Nora's still alive and she grabs Lance. She's like, help me. And then he takes her just back into her bedroom and was like, you need to stay here. Because she claims that Vincent Price tried to kill her.
Which happens off camera.
Yes.
Or is she referring to when that guy grabbed her in the hallway?
No, I believe she's referring to like she does.
Like this is a separate
separate instance. He tried to kill me. Because they revealed the caretakers. Remember when caretakers, because she was like, Vincent grabbed her and was like, these are the people that work here. That's why you were so spooked, you crazy lady. But she's like, nobody saw me, but he tried to kill me. And now Lance informs Nora that Annabelle is dead. and that allegedly Annabelle killed herself. Like she hung herself.
But Lance has his suspicions. He's like, I think somebody killed her. Dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun. Why? Because she asked for my help.
Yeah.
See? Yeah.
I am the hero.
If there's a way out of here, I'm going to find it. And I'm going to get out of here and get the cops. Oh, no bars.
There's bars on this window.
This is what I'm saying when like these rooms are fucking huge. These guest rooms. Like
Also,
my room has another room
exactly. Can I please have the layout?
That's why I thought, is he just going into her room? Like, what the fuck?
It's just room within room within room. That guy's just standing there. I love it. I love the idea of opening a door and there's just a person there. Like no knocking anything. Oh,
no,
hey.
he knocked. That's why he went to the door.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, I guess I totally missed that. We are. Hello.
Yeah. Dr. Trent knocked on Lance's door and he's just like, I think you know what's going on here. And I do
But
too.
also, I don't know. Again, once like the door with like the room within the room, like how did he know Lance was in there? Like,
well, he assumed he was in his room, so he knocked on his door because this is Lance's room.
I'm confused. I'm lost of what rooms they're in.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was like. But that room right there goes to the hallway. You know.
But that means Lance's room is then connected to Nora's room, and Nora's room is connected to.
No. I think no. They're
We're just gonna go back and forth all day.
I think this is all Lance's room.
Oh, sure.
Sure, we get outside.
We're just gonna leave it there.
Maybe. I could be wrong.
But anyway, he tells Nora to just stay put and basically hide because she's believed to be dead because she thinks Vincent killed her. You got that, right?
Oh, yeah. I think there was some
So,
of that.
because she was like, I pretended to lay there and then I ran away thinking that he had actually killed her. So they're thinking Nora's dead. He's like, all right, Nora, stay here. I'm going to find a way out of here and I'm going to come back and get you.
So wait, is Vincent Price just a fucking sicko? He was just going to murder Nora and just leave her body there? And like that would have been like a whole fucking side story that we just kind of glazed over?
No, because the person who actually attacked Nora was the doctor.
Oh, that's right.
Because remember, because it doesn't matter at this point, you guys.
I forgot. You're right.
But
You're right.
the doctor and Annabelle are having an affair, and they're trying to kill Vincent Price,
which will be revealed
shortly.
In a second.
Because Vincent's mad, or Mr. Lawrence is mad because he goes in to see his wife and she's dead.
Well, he just wants to have a moment with her.
Yeah.
He's wondering why Pritchard's in there.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like, the ghost got her. The ghost got her.
And he's just like, oh no, my wife, she's dead. All these beds have those curtains that you just cover up.
Do you feel like it's just hot in there?
Yeah, I'd hate it. It'd be like, it's very stuffy. So now we go back into the main living room. Nora's gone.
I guess Dr. Trent isn't a very good doctor if you can't tell a dead body when he sees her. You know?
Well, but they're in on it. So he's just kind of being like, oh, she's dead.
Oh, no. But he tried to murder Nora, but he didn't really try to because Nora's part of the plan.
Yes. Because the whole plan is to make Nora hysterical and to lose her mind and then think that Vincent Price was trying to kill her and then kill Vincent Price. Like, oh my God, if you wanted to kill your husband, there's a fucking better plan than this.
A billion ways.
There's too many witnesses. God, push him out a window. I don't know. Like, I feel like I just come up with a better plan.
Yeah, because like you would have had, how would you have played that up? You know, like you're playing up that Nora's fucking hysterical and she actually is going to shoot Vincent Price. But I guess
you're hoping that she shoots Vincent Price. You don't know.
I guess that would have been fine too, because everybody thinks Nora's hysterical and it would have been an accident. She got spooked and she shot the gun. It wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't matter what Pritchard or Ruth or what Lance thought.
Exactly. It doesn't. That's what I mean. There's so many witnesses. They gathered so many random fucking people to like play out their plan into thinking that it was a mistake or an accident, because she ends up later on, you'll see Annabelle and the doctor are like in on it, and we get all like, they're like, oh, it's just I can't even make sense of it.
It's a little convoluted.
It's a little convoluted. That's a good word for it. Mishi is over here like, yeah, she's asleep. She's like, I can't.
So yeah, he brings up the idea that one of them murdered her. And I like how they turned it around. He's just like, well, it could have been you. Well, it could have been you.
Well, it could have been you. Again, it was probably Pritchard.
We all think the little guy's left.
Don't trust that little drunk guy.
Oh, he wasn't drunk all along? That would have been great, too. That would have been, that would have been amazing.
I was never drunk. It was just apple juice.
Oh, was it?
Dun, dun, dun. It was the shitty wine the other guy made.
Dun, dun, dun.
But again, he's like, now we've all been involved in this murder. Ugh. Just too many witnesses for if you're trying to murder somebody. I'm going to invite a bunch of strangers to the house and murder my husband.
Wait a minute. How would that have played up, though? How would they have explained it? Where...
Because what point is Ruth? There's no fucking point to her.
No. Going back to Annabelle, like, how would you have explained, like, that body? Everybody sees the body hanging in the hallway, and they pull it down and be like, Annabelle's dead. But then Vincent Price accidentally gets shot. How do they explain that part? What was Dr. Trent's fucking plan? Oh, it was a fucking party gag?
Wait, how does Nora kill?
How does Annabelle explain that?
How does Annabelle explain that?
She was hanging in the hallway. She was presumably dead.
They do tell us, I feel like.
Yeah, I feel like we do get to that point. We're like, so now everybody's just going to be in the room for the rest of the night. If anybody goes to anybody's door, somebody's probably going to get shot. Dun, dun, dun. I like how everybody goes to their fucking bedroom, but then everybody just leaves automatically, except for Ruth.
All I know is that I think Annabelle took the said sedative that Nora was supposed to take, and that's why you believe that Annabelle is, like, dead for a while.
Yes, but then Annabelle pulls some fucking poltergeist shit right now, and then you're like, how the fuck was that supposed to play out?
It's a really horrible thought out plan. Murder your husband differently.
And they give a little like view of everybody in the room, and Pritchard's got his gun. He's cocked it back, and he's just pointed at the fucking door.
Yeah, he's like, anybody walks into this room, I'm gonna shoot him.
Pritchard's only afraid of fucking ghosts.
And he was the one with the goddamn theory that was like, guns won't do anything.
Yeah. So I'm like, what the fuck is that about?
I'd love a scene where Pritchard's just like aimlessly shooting where he thinks ghosts are. Like boom, 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 boom.
That would have been good. Our whole Pritchard is this. It fucking makes this movie so much better.
He's lost his mind. He's like, I'm gonna get all the ghosts.
Oh yeah, this was random too. All right, so then we cut to Dr. Trent in his room. Somebody's trying to open up his fucking door, and then nobody's there.
And he's also locked it.
Yeah, he's locked it. And I was weird. Like, what the fuck are you doing with your? He takes off his watch. He starts writing fucking notes. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
This is different
scientific?
times.
Yeah. You took off your watch to look at it?
Also, just Ruth in her room, just like, I don't need this gun.
Yeah.
Why am I here?
Just want my fucking money.
I want my money.
I think Ruth is actually supposed to get her fucking money.
And then back to a little callback to the beginning when the blood falls on her hand. The same thing happens to her again.
So I guess this place is haunted.
Yeah. Lance goes back and finds Nora.
And he's basically just telling her what everybody's up to right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's just like, everybody's locked themselves in their rooms.
But he comes in and he confirms to Nora, so thickening the plot, being like, it was him. It was Mr. Lawrence that tried to kill you.
It's Mr. Lawrence because he's got the most to gain by not losing fucking shit, in a divorce.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, this is the part where he's like, you got to stay here. He's like, I'm gonna find a way out, and I'll come back for you.
He's coming back for her. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I would have been like, fuck no, I'm coming with you.
100%. This is where he talks down to her. He talks down to her pretty bad right here, and then she smiles about it.
She's like,
thank you.
She's like, you guys, he's gonna come back for me.
Back.
It's a different time. She's
I know.
making him a sandwich.
Yeah. It's it's 1959. That's why Annabelle is a bad fucking bee for what she is.
Also, like, yeah, the rooms don't make sense. I didn't realize that's where.
I told you. I need a blueprint.
Okay, so that's what it says. So Lance leaves Nora in the room, be like, "Hey, Dollface, you stay here. I'll be right back for you." And
what's up, Dollface? Okay. She's like, "Oh my god, yes, come back for me. I'll have a sandwich ready for you."
He finds the secret hallway behind the curtain, which is right next door to fucking Nora's room.
Right next door. He's like, "Oh wait, secret room."
Finds a secret passage within the secret passage.
Yes.
So rooms within rooms,
God,
like you were
so
saying
good.
before. Gets locked in. Lance is out of the movie for the rest of the movie right now. He's fucking done.
Bye, Lance.
So now we cut back to Nora, who's just waiting for fucking Lance to come
she's
back.
gonna wait for Lance forever.
For all night.
Like she.
And here's where maybe Nora made a wrong turn.
Oh, Nora made a wrong turn.
Yeah. Cause all right, I want to know how fucking Annabelle and fucking Dr. Trent pulled this fucking bullshit off.
Oh, this But this is the ghost. This is
No,
the ghost work.
They said they did this.
I know, but I want to truly believe it was the ghost.
That's what I thought. I thought it was the ghost. This is why I kind of like.
That's bullshit. I'm choosing to believe it was the ghost. How? So what's happening here is a rope comes out from outside through the window, and it's bringing like the hanging Annabelle close to her window. It's bonkers. I don't understand how these two could have done this.
It's fucking great. It's super fucking creepy.
No, it's amazing.
I thought it was
so cool.
First time I saw this, I thought this was a different ghost. That's why I thought the place was haunted.
Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, she's seen fucking ghosts. That's why she fucking runs out of the fucking room.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell it was Annabelle.
Well, and it's also, now that we're watching it in color, though, it is more obvious that it is her because she has this blue dress on. Where in black and white, I can see where you're coming from. It might be a little bit more difficult to distinguish it.
Yeah, like, and that's great. Like the whole like blinking and she's back, and you blink and she's close. And you blink again, she's farther back. The rope gets receded from the room, and she has like a painted white face on, so she's supposed to look creepy and dead. And
now Nora grabs her gun and she's like, "I'm getting the fuck out of here." And so this
why
is
would
like,
you grab a gun for the ghost?
They're funny, hysterical.
well, then Nora runs out of the hallway and sees Annabelle hung up. And here comes a creepy gorilla hand.
Yeah, which also I'm like, what the fuck?
And it's just like the doctor on the other side being like, ooh.
It has to be the doctor on the other side. Yeah. But that means like Annabelle had to have been.
They came up with this for
months.
Yeah.
They came up with this plan longer than they've like been together. I feel like the affair.
So like Annabelle had to have left the house, hung herself from outside, ran
back inside,
and hung herself from the hallway again without anybody else seeing her, which I'm assuming could have played out because everybody's in the room.
And I will say I do love that little scene of her hanging with the neck like
and
this.
And there is a long really pan of her just looking like in the living room, just looking across at nothing except for this organ that plays itself.
Here's a really cool organ playing by itself. We've all seen those fun pianos that do that.
Yeah, so this isn't a haunted fucking piano. It's just an organ that plays. Like, this is just for the times. This is
but I mean, think about it at the times. It's fucking spooky.
Yeah, it would be a little spooky. I mean, at this time with nobody pressing play or whatever, it would have been pretty fucking spooky.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, that's just like a classic thing that you see in any haunted house or any Halloween store. Spirit Halloween has those.
Good old Spirit.
we stand Spirit Halloween in this house.
It used to be an old grocery store, but now
it's a Spirit Halloween.
Once a year.
Toys R Us, now it's Spirit Halloween.
So Dr. Trent comes and finds Lauren, and for what? They hear, because they hear something. They heard Nora screaming down the hall. So they went to go look for her.
And they've all got their guns. That's everyone show each other our guns. Hey, you got your gun? Hey, I got my gun.
Yeah.
Hey, is yours loaded? Yeah, mine's loaded. Cool.
Hey.
Again, I'd be carrying mine with the little coffin that it came in.
Mm-hmm.
Like a clutch.
Like you would have had to like open up your coffin.
Yeah, I'd have been like, "Ooh, I got my gun, you guys." I'm just more excited about the cute little coffin that he gave me. That's my gift, my party gift. And now the doctor goes in to Annabelle's room where we think she's dead.
I guess the whole thing was to like pull. Oh, it was to send Frederick Lauren on the hunt for Nora, so he can basically get shot. And this is what happens right now: is Dr. Trent wakes up Annabelle, and then in some good exposition, the entire plan's revealed to us.
And I like how he just goes, "Time to get up, darling," and she's like, "Hello," just so rested and so gorgeous. You know, and she does like the little thing with her neck too, which I like. The little like, oh, my neck was a little
stiff.
Was a little stiff from all that.
Like, laying dead and all.
Yeah. But then she has the corset thing. What does she call it? Hanging harness.
Yeah.
That was.
Which I'm like, is it, or is it just like something they just got a little vest? And, like,
they just put a vest on her, but maybe like the idea was that it was hung from her back, so it wasn't really, but it's just a vest.
It's supposed to be just like a hook in the back.
Yeah, because I've never heard that term before. So great.
I mean, basically that's how they would shoot something like that.
Yeah. And then they tell us their plan basically is that she'll shoot him right away because she's so hysterical through all of this.
And I like it because Annabelle is just like, are you sure this is gonna work? Because I'm playing this again in my fucking head, and this doesn't feel like it's gonna work.
Yeah,
like,
she's
this,
like,
this is fucking bonkers. Like, what the fuck did we just do? We just sent a fucking crazy girl to shoot my fucking husband so I can
be with you.
Yeah, what the fuck is going on?
And then I think she's also like, do I even like you that much?
Yeah, I was gonna say, and then Dr. fucking Trent is just like, no, it's fine, baby, it's all good. Just
also,
let it happen.
He's ugly.
Yeah.
Girl, Annabelle, you could do so much better,
apparently
honey.
she has a type,
Ugh, yeah, I guess she does. Rich is her type.
Old dudes.
Old rich dudes.
I mean, I don't know if Dr. Trent's rich.
Well, he's a doctor. You would, I guess, assume so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ming and I both had visited doctors.
Doctors in L.A.
Ish, doctors in L.A.
For some reason, Nora ends up back in the fucking cellar where we
the
have
acid cellar.
Yeah. We have Chekhov's acid just sitting at the bottom. If we had to introduce it in the beginning of the movie,
Look,
we have
you
to
guys,
bring it back to the end.
Someday in my future home, you better believe we'll have an acid cellar.
I've never seen a bigger pit of acid than like I've seen barrels of acids in movies. Like, yeah, that makes sense because acid's toxic
it
and
happens.
it's hard to manage. But
it smells.
Sure. But
sure,
that's like 500 gallons worth of acid.
That's a lot of fucking acid. Vincent Price walks down the stairs and Nora's down in the acid cellar with her gun, and she does exactly as planned. She shoots him.
The light. You preface with the lights do just turn off right before he walks in.
But then Nora screams and runs right out of there as soon as she shoots him.
I like how Dr. Trent was already in the cellar.
He was already down there.
So I don't know how the fuck he got there.
I don't know how the fuck he got down there.
So fast.
God, these two. But you know what? We don't know the blueprints of this house. There's probably so many secret rooms.
And this is also like a weird thing right now. So Dr. Trent's opening up the vat of acid. He's going to pull in Vincent Price, Frederick Lauren's body over to the vat of acid. And then we get a blackout and then a little scuffle. And I was like...
And that's the ghosts?
No, I think that's just Lauren. Like, he just knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
Like, apparently he had planned this thing the entire fucking time.
The scuffle. Blackout.
And it's not really revealed till Annabelle comes down the stairs.
Annabelle in her blue nightgown. Live for it. I'd fucking go to work in that thing too. I'm like, I don't care, you guys. I don't fucking care. Look at this outfit.
You're like, you're stepping on it.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Annabelle walks into the cellar. She heard the gunshot away. I was supposed to kill
she's like,
Lauren.
Has our plan gone off without a hitch?
Lover. See, but then how are they making this happen? If the place isn't haunted, is haunted, I don't fucking understand. All the doors close.
Who's haunting who exactly?
Yeah.
It's Vincent Price. He knows all.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like this effect where every single door closes while she's down there. It is spooky.
And then we get over some sort of like fucking loudspeaker because he just starts talking ominously. Vincent Price is just gonna, what was it? I forgot what he says.
Isn't it him being like, I know what you've done?
Yeah.
Basically, in a nutshell.
It happens in 1 second. She assumes that it's her husband's inside the...
She thinks, well, we're led to believe that Vincent Price was pushed into the acid. Here comes the best iconic part in my, like, what I remember so vividly from this, watching this as a kid, is the skeleton coming out of this acid. The skeleton that has its own credit.
She walks up to the vat of acid and the skeleton starts to raise from the vat of acid and starts to hover above or next to her. And actually in this version you can't see, but in the black and white version you can see the wires.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
In this one you can't really see it
you
as much.
You can't see it in this one.
I think they edited it out possibly.
Again, just a nice little skeleton from Spirit Halloween.
Oh, and here we go. Now he starts to ominously talk.
Come with me, murderess. Come with me. Oh, God. Oh. But back to what Ming was talking about in Scary Movie 2. When the skeleton is chasing that. And then she's like, that's a fucking bag of bones, you idiot. Literally kick it. Kick it.
I don't know, though. Like, if...
Oh, but this iconic
that scream is great.
Yes, Annabelle's scream, and the skeleton pushes her in the acid. R.I.P. Annabelle. Yeah.
I guess
she said, yeah.
I guess I kind of know why they blacked it out and they didn't really see, like, Lauren and Dr. Trent fight it out because the reveal that happens right here.
Yes, of course.
Then we get a slow pan again across the room. And we get fucking Puppet Master fucking Vincent Price come out here.
I love it. Puppet Master
Fucking Walt
McGee,
Disney.
fucking Walt Disney walking
Fucking
out here.
Creepy Walt Disney come
in
out
his
here.
little like, all right, here I am. I got my skeleton.
Yeah. It was me the entire time
It
with
was
the
me
skeleton.
the entire time. I've killed my wife.
I was managing this fucking puppet skeleton, which also, so I thought this was Dr. Trent, but it's not the skeleton of Dr. Trent.
I know.
It's just another
a
skeleton body.
Well, him and Pritchard been up to some shady shit.
Yeah.
Good night, doctor. Good night.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is a good turn.
It is a good turn. It's a good turn because I love Vincent Price. That's why.
But
And he's
didn't
just
you
like,
know in this game of murder, I was playing too?
Yeah. Don't you know I was playing this game of murder? Lance is back. The hero. Oh, shoot. I got locked in a closet. Rats. Anyway, let's go see what's up in the acid cellar.
They pull, everybody's gathered around in the fucking cellar again as they pull Lance out of the fucking hidden closet. And then Vincent Price just fucking admits everything.
He goes, you didn't shoot anyone, my dear. I loaded your gun with blanks. Which means basically he knew from the fucking beginning of this goddamn party.
Because he's fucking Vincent Price.
That's right. Had you fooled.
I also feel like Vincent Price probably plays the same character in
every movie.
In every fucking movie.
He's just he's a baddie too. He's a baddie. But also, sir, sorry, but you did murder two people.
You just murdered two, but he's
so you can't just walk out of here.
But he's saying that he
Money.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
But he's
money?
also saying that he murdered two people that were trying to murder him. So
Self-defense.
It might be self-defense, but self-defense with a vat of acid?
Yeah.
And a puppet skeleton?
Also a really, really huge, like, plan.
Yeah, like an elaborate, giant elaborate plan.
And then also all these other people that you made little pawns in your weird game for some reason. Pay them.
And it's weird how this movie's bookended with fucking Pritchard. And he's like, oh my God, 2 more dead bodies. There's 9 bodies, 9 ghosts now.
And we're like, Pritchard, it wasn't ghosts.
It wasn't fucking ghosts, Pritchard.
But he's still like, now more ghosts for me.
And he's like, now I'll be a ghost too. Ooh. And I'm like, no, it's not about you, Pritchard.
And I'm Pritchard, what the fuck? You're drunk.
Or is he?
Or is he?
Is he?
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, so going back to Vincent Price, like, all right, so
that's it, you guys. That's the end of that movie.
You
But
could have
yes,
prevented this murder if you told the cops. But what was how are you going to explain that, oh, I was just going to see if they were going to kill me. And if they were going to kill me, then I was going to defend myself. But my elaborate plan to subdue their plan.
So you're Vincent Price explaining it to the cop.
Yeah,
Go.
like, oh. Well, you see here, it was all a game of chance. And
Twirl your mustache.
Twirl it. Keep going.
so keep twirling.
Keep twirling. I need. Excuse me, Mr. Price.
Yes, please. Yeah.
What happened here tonight?
Look at me, she.
A game of murder.
Nada.
Yeah, it was a game of murder, you see.
A game of murder?
You see.
Murder.
I'm sorry, Mr. Price. I'm gonna have to put you under arrest.
I understand. Fuck, I got it. Like, it doesn't.
I know.
A couple plot holes. This is a couple of fucking plot, but it is still a very
You
enjoyable
see?
watch.
I knew.
House of Wax. We could do that
Oh,
one
fuck yeah, House of Wax. You see, I knew she was gonna murder me the whole time.
too.
So I got a whole puppet machine and just like
You see, it started when we first met. I knew
I
she would
hated
try.
her from the beginning.
I hated her.
But you see, she was real beautiful, so I made her my wife.
You think the thing is, I only marry women who I want to kill.
She was number 4.
He's murdered. All of his wives are dead, Mink.
Yeah.
This is his 4th wife. And she's looking at me very confused.
Yeah, she's like, why is he talking like that? Why are we talking
Why
like
is everybody talking like Vincent Price?
Yeah. Because he's an icon, Mishi. But you see,
In this game of murder,
in this game,
I was playing too. Sorry. Okay.
I was the victim, you see.
But yes, even though we shit on this movie, we did enjoy this movie a lot. I enjoyed this movie. I'd highly recommend it. It's super fun to watch, especially on the holiday weekend.
Hey, Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Especially if you got a long list of movies to fucking watch, why not fucking throw?
So easy question, I think.
It is not a fast 76 minutes. It is not
No,
fast.
it's not quick. It's short in theory, but it
Feels
doesn't.
like 93 minutes, but it's 76 minutes.
Yeah. Would we survive? Yeah.
Yeah, because
we're not part of the
we're not
game of
Annabelle.
beta.
We're not Frederick Lowe. Yeah.
No.
We would have survived. We were just supposed to be witnesses.
Yeah, I guess we were just hanging out. We're just like, oh, okay. Like, I feel like if we were in this house, we'd be like, look, there's like a lot of things happening
There's
with
a
you
lot
guys
of
right
things
now.
happening. There seems like
So we're just going to hang out over here and wait for our 10 grand.
There's a lot of things you have to unpack, Lauren and Annabelle.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Maybe they're therapist.
but a doctor trained therapist?
Yeah.
It sounds like he's supposed to be a therapist, but he's like, I thought he was just a regular doctor.
I think you got it.
Or he's just doctor, just a
Is
general
he a
term.
psychiatrist?
In
Maybe he
59,
was.
like a doctor does everything. Like
Probably.
just one doctor for
One doctor for all. I fix it all. Mr.
I have
Fix
some
It.
snake oil here. See,
Yeah, it's a snake oil.
Fix
She should have taken that sedative.
fix everything.
They
that
all talk
ails
like
you.
this. What do we want to rate? You always do a lot better a job at what
I'm gonna
the scale.
say 6.5 out of 7 severed heads.
6.5 out of 7.
Oh, 6.5 out of 10 severed.
Severed
6.5
heads.
to
We're doing severed heads.
Yeah, I'm doing 7. You can do whatever you want. I do 7. 6.5 to 7 severed heads in a closet is what I'm gonna out of 10 is what I'm gonna rate this film, House on Haunted Hill, 1959. I think it's a pretty enjoyable watch. At least watch it once if you've never seen the original, and most people have probably only seen the remake. But I think, yeah.
I'm going to go a little higher. I'm going to do 8. I'm going to do
that's fair.
8 out of 10 acid baths, acid cellar baths, only because it is Vincent Price and this is a fucking classic. And I think everyone should watch it. Black and white, definitely do black and white. They're two different experiences, I feel like. But the color, I'd only seen it in color twice now. And the color is also so fun.
It was a good treat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's
like
a treat. Classic. I love it.
For all the bullshit we pointed out, and our fucking rating systems are arbitrary and our opinions really don't fucking matter, whatever. But it holds up.
It certainly does.
Yeah. I just think that, no, actually, yeah, I'd probably also give it another watch too. I also just want to look at some of these scenes. It's fucking beautiful. It's really well
It's
shot.
gorgeous. Like I said, do black and white and also do it in color so you can see Annabelle's fucking outfits, you guys.
Yeah.
Because that doesn't do justice in black and white. But there's so many other cool, the black and because it was shot in black and white. The original was in black and white. Like it's just, and it's what you can watch it anywhere. It's free. It's everywhere.
Oh, you can it's up on YouTube.
Exactly. Like it's on everything, every free streaming thing. Look at Vincent Price in that one.
Yeah.
House of Wax.
Oh, so this is even earlier.
53 Vincent Price and House of Wax. He's a little hotter in that one.
He looks older though. He
does.
Yeah, I don't know how they made
I
him
don't know
look.
if it's like the Three Musketeers kind of look he's got going.
Yeah. D'Artagnan here is with a little fucking goatee.
House of Wax for another day.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
All right, guys. Well, happy holidays, and we'll see you guys next time.
Eat lots of food.
Yeah.